Welcome. I hope you are unstoppable today and very tulis on this Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. Adapted from a post by Elon Musk on why some of the smartest people drop out of college. You do not need college to learn stuff. You can learn anything you want basically for free. There is a value that colleges have, which is seeing whether somebody can work hard at something, including a bunch of annoying homework assignments, and still do their homework, and kind of soldier through and get it done. That's the main value of college. And also, you probably want to hang around with a bunch of people your own age for a while, instead of going right into the workforce. So, colleges are basically for fun, and to prove you can do your chores. But they are not optimized for learning. Some of us who have been through college and post-grad school have the ability to be honest and see this point. For a job, a career, or in life, there is a requirement of evidence of exceptional ability. Going to college alone is not evidence of exceptional ability. Obviously, Gates is a pretty smart guy. He dropped out. Jobs was pretty smart. He dropped out. Larry Ellison, smart guy. He dropped out. Obviously not needed. Elon shares a different approach to education. Generally, you want education to be as close to a video game as possible, like a good video game. You do not need to tell your kid to play video games. They will play video games on autopilot all day. If you can make education interactive and engaging, you can make it far more compelling and far easier to do. Elon challenges the current system. You really want to disconnect the whole grade level thing from the subjects. Allow people to progress at the fastest pace that they can, or are interested in each subject. It seems like a really obvious thing. Elon criticizes traditional teaching. Most teaching today is a lot like vaudeville, that is, stage entertainment, a theatrical performance. Somebody's standing up there lecturing to you. They've done the same lecture several years in a row. They're not necessarily all that engaged. That lack of enthusiasm is conveyed to the students. They're not very excited about it. They don't know why they're there. Why are we learning this stuff? We don't even know why. A lot of things people learn, probably there's no point in learning them, because they never use them in the future. A university education is often not necessary. That's not to say it's not necessary for all people, but you learn about as much, the vast majority of what you're going to learn there in the first 2 years. And most of it is from your classmates. If the goal is to start a company, I would say no point in finishing college. Elon started his own school for his kids, called Ad Astra, which means to the stars. He explains what makes it different. There is no grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, not making all the children go in the same grade at the same time, like an assembly line. People are not objects on an assembly line. That's a ridiculous notion. Some people love English or languages. Some people love math. Some people love music. Different abilities at different times. It makes more sense to cater the education to match their aptitudes and abilities. Elon shares a key principle. It's important to teach problem solving, or to teach to the problem, not to the tools. Let's say you're trying to teach people about how engines work. A more traditional approach would be, we're going to teach you all about screwdrivers and wrenches. You're going to have a course on screwdrivers, a course on wrenches. This is a very difficult way to do it. A better approach would be, here's the engine. Now let's take it apart. How are we going to take it apart? Oh, you need a screwdriver. That's what the screwdriver is for. You need a wrench. That's what the wrench is for. And then a very important thing happens. The relevance of the tools becomes clear. The result. It seems to be going pretty well. The kids really love going to school. I think that's a good sign. I hated going to school when I was a kid. It was torture. The fact that they actually think vacations are too long, they want to go back to school. Weird, I know. Elon reframes what education really is. If you think about it, what is education? You're basically downloading data and algorithms into your brain. And it's actually amazingly bad in conventional education. It shouldn't be this huge chore. The more you can gamify the process of learning, the better. End quote. The Babylon Bee, fake news you can trust, reports. Blasphemy. Pope Leo shares AI image depicting himself as Donald Trump. Also, Trump predicts his approval ratings will be resurrected in 3 days. And 42-minute delay as a dad is asked to empty cargo pants at TSA checkpoint. Reflecting light. 1. True currency is steadfast friendship, by Elon. 2. The devouring mother pathology across multiple generations tries to perpetuate itself, to keep their kids crippled, dependent, and allegiant to their regime. It is through corruption that some aim to profit from causing the human suffering of fathers and children, all for a few dollars more, to follow the money. The broken regime aims to take their dependents' courage away, to annihilate their hope, and keep them allegiant and enslaved. They play dangerous games with people's lives. Those who live through it have the courage to call it out and break free from it for good. 3. The deepest reason disciplined men unsettle others is not that they work harder. It is that they need less comfort, less applause, less permission, less emotional management, less external fuel to keep moving. 4. Human nature is deeply theatrical. People do not only act from desire, they act from the desire to look innocent while desiring, to look noble while competing, to look generous while extracting, and to look honest while hiding, which is why surface behavior often explains much less than the performance surrounding it. 5. People who have known you for a long time often carry an old version of you in their mind, and they refuse to update it. So when you grow, succeed, or change, it does not inspire them, it unsettles them, because it forces them to face that they have stayed the same. Strangers don't have that old file. They meet you as you are now, and that's why they can celebrate your growth without resistance. Moral? Not everyone is meant to keep access to your updated version. 6. Karma doesn't rush. It watches. It lets people believe they've won, that their actions had no consequences. And when the moment is right, it responds with perfect timing. No drama, no warnings. Just the outcome they earned. 7. Narcissistic abuse tries to have you abandon yourself, claiming it is to keep the peace, to stay silent while abuse takes place. The antidote is truth, reality, honesty, and authenticity. Reclaim your sovereignty and hold narcissistic abusers accountable. That is the purpose of real justice rather than revenge. 8. Experience shows us to be strategic in trying to save others, including the hostages of ideology, those stuck in literal or figurative quicksand. So-called adults are where they are for a reason. They suffer from their own philosophy, ego, or delusion. Life experience teaches us all, sooner or later. It is never too late to reclaim one's integrity. It is not for sale. 9. It bothers certain people to see you doing well. They don't like you being happy. That is envy. All you can do is make the right choices for yourself to be the best version of you. 10. Many people only optimize for what is happening right now. But today's world does not reward that anymore. It rewards those who can anticipate, strategize, and act, with a correct moral and ethical compass. And it leaves those without a coherent plan behind. As many push for quick profit or try to profit from you, remember to play the long game. Today's easy way out is tomorrow's cost. Until you see me again, Tuliness saves the universe. Be well, everyone.